Hello spooky people, my name is Betty, but you may call me Babs, and welcome back to the channel, and also welcome back to the Happy Home Paradise Island, where we will be tackling our last Spooktober build for the Haunted Aquarium. Well, actually not the whole aquarium, but more like the gift shop, but yeah. Anyways, if you haven't seen the video, I will link it in the cards up on top, but now let's get it started. We are here on this beautiful lot with my boy Henry, and we are obviously, as usual, starting on the outside. Now, well, the outside is just basically big white chunk, okay? White block, humongous, white, big chunky, okay? That's all you need to know about the outside. Let's address something else. After uploading this video, I sat in my chair looking at my YouTube content and I was like, girl, are you dumb? I realized immediately after uploading it that I should have switched the funeral home story with this aquarium story, because let's be honest, the funeral home story, like, if you haven't seen Coffins Calling, like, it cannot be topped. Whatever this aquarium is, like, sure, if you have like a fear of underwater or like a fish tank scare you, and if you're scared of falling asleep someplace and then just being locked in, sure, the aquarium build, spooky scary. But the funeral home, I should have switched it. It would have been so perfect for freaking Halloween. Well, anyways, very, very big sad, very disappointing on my part. But yeah, let's address this. I was trying to build this fake building, basically, and as you do, you start out with the bookcases, bookshelves, with the books, whatever. But then the more that I placed them down, I was like, this is fucking ugly. You could also see that I changed the house from big to small so that I could fit more, but it just made it worse. And here you can see me trying to put these frozen partitions because I wanted to make it look like there was water, you know, so that from the outside of the aquarium you could kind of see a little water feature or whatever. I do change that at a later point because I do remember that I have a water code for my island, so I will change out these frozen partitions for partition walls. Hello? What's going on? For partition walls with the water code in it, and that looks so much better. Also, I remembered that we have these display stands because I was very, very much struggling to think about how can I put some fishies in there? I want to display things, but how would I do that? It is so difficult. And I sat in it for a few minutes and I was like, how about we display stuff in the display stands? Well, yeah. And obviously also because this is an aquarium, we are using some of the fish models, and I think I do remove the fish models that we placed down there and I replace them with like live fish in the containers. Very slay. Really, really love that. But up here, like, it's always a struggle with these houses. It's just as terrible as it is on our islands. Nothing ever matches up with the staircases. Like, why is that? Why would you do that? Why would you put a staircase in the middle of the thing and then not make it, like, centered with a house? It's, hello, Nintendo, once again, what the fuck are we doing? And here, obviously, I loved the idea of the fence up there. But we had this little gap that I was here trying to fill with the pots. But it didn't look good, so we put the sea bass on display. For once in his sad, sad little existence, it's received an honorable spot, an honorable position on these sides. And doesn't he just look fabulous? Look at my little sea bass. Delicious, delicious. We also put these little cube lights with the water stuff on it. Very, very beautiful. And now we are just changing it to nighttime, and then I'm going to show you the final look of the outside. Ooh, yes, they're very delicious, they're beautiful. I do enjoy how this outside looks like, but now let's get into the more exciting parts. This is the interior, and if you haven't watched the story, once again, go ahead and watch it. Also, do not forget to like it. No, but if you haven't watched the story, we are starting out in the museum's gift shop, and then we are obviously moving on to the museum parts. But now, if there's any place in Animal Crossing that would be perfect if you want to film a museum story, then it would have to be the museum on our island. So it's like, that is perfect. I can use that to film the whole entire story. It did come with a bunch of negative stuffs because I was planning to use some items in the museum that I later found out you cannot use because you cannot equip them, which so much fun. That was so good. But yeah, I decided that I would just use this Happy Home Paradise house, this holiday home, simply for the gift shop. Because hello, look at my boy Henry. He looks like he will sell you some good stuff. And I obviously made everything water themed, underwater, whatever. We have this mannequin here wearing a beautiful water dress, just stunning. And I also really enjoy the little aquarium window, the like underwater wallpaper. Very delicious, very gorgeous. But yeah, in this I just generally focused on things that you would probably also find in a normal gift shop. These glasses, the bowls, the bulbs with the fish in it. I didn't know you could touch them and they moved. That's how little I used these items ever in my entire life on any island. I didn't know they moved, but Henry moved them in the final tour, so that was absolutely spectacular. But yeah, I also obviously needed to include the stuff that I wrote in my story. So for example, we are writing about fish models and their eyes kind of staring and being a little bit creepy. Ooh, here's the fashionable outfit of Mr. Henry. But yeah, so obviously needed to put some fish models. We do also have some live fish. And we have these beautiful fish sculptures on the wall, which I love how that turned out. I really absolutely love how I positioned these in the end. Because obviously, like, we've got the big fishies above the door. I will add an exit sign in just a second. But yeah, just look at this. Just adding some more ceiling stuff. And I think I cut out the polishing. But we do add some beautiful little water effects, some drippy droppies. And with that, we are done. And here's the final result. And here we have the final Happy Home Paradise tour with my boy Henry in the beautiful aquarium shop, and I guess I'll just talk over it. If you're looking at this, you might be thinking, what does this have to do with Spooktober? There's nothing spooky scary about this place. And admittedly, yes, this isn't spooky. But the spooky part is then later in the aquarium, where I am actually so proud of the way that I edited the incredibly bright rooms. So dark. Absolutely love how that turned out. But yeah, with that, we are actually done with all of the Spooktober builds, which means that in the future we can get back onto Focalor. I'm very excited for that. And I also really hope that you enjoyed this. I really hope that I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. And until then, I suggest you guys stay spooky, people. Goodbye!
Yeah.